what's up, everybody? We tried a new countdown. I don't know what that music is, if that's the original Tank music. For the rest of the night, you're going to be hearing, from next to this broadcast, you're going to be hearing some original tracks that I've been fucking with, just inspired by my real musician friends. Wow, folks, we're living in a nightmare realm, right? I mean, to me and others, this is it's a real horror show, and I don't know if this is the end times they talk about in the Abrahamic religions. We might get into a little bit of that later in the show, or the Kali Yuga. They talk about in the East, in Hinduism. Could this be? It's already seemed like with the horror show that the world is leading up to 2020 that we're conceivably in the Kali Yuga, the cycle. And hopefully, I do believe it's all God. That we are all part of God. And we're gonna figure this out somehow. Put the puzzle back together. But these are trying times. It's really fucking messed up, and it's been really messed up with police brutality in this country. But this federal government has really exacerbated things, and I hope that people are still fired up to keep going. To the white folks out there, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, let's stay focused on protesting and you know what I mean, being good allies. Like, what else are we here for? This whole world is a nightmare realm. When one community of people is suffering, the whole society is suffering. We're all God. It's all one. But certainly, these just seem especially insane and upside down times. And when you look for solutions, it feels bleak. Like, what are the solutions? But it's like, hey, we gotta stay on our elected officials. We gotta get involved in low-level politics. Start up like that. Be out there in the streets talking with people. I see a comment coming in. Hey, what's up, Michelle? Welcome to the show. It's so awesome to have viewers here tonight. You could leave comments and interact with us. But it's like, hey, you can't take it with you. What are we doing here? What the fuck is this existence about? You look up at the stars, and it's like we're part of this galaxy. And then that's part of a galaxy cluster, and so, like, we don't just have our families here on Earth. We don't just have the family of the solar system with our sun Sol. We have a neighbor. We have a galactic neighborhood. We have the other star systems that we're close to, and these stars have been our star family. Well, you know what? All right. Look, I want to get into some Abrahamic religion stuff, but the show is sponsored tonight. We, I did a partnership with one of the local businesses. So let's just I got to play this ad. We got to pay the bills here. Just 1 second here. All right, here we go.
Come on down to Biscuitville, got your biscuits here. Come on down to Biscuitville, you hear? Come on down to Biscuitville, we got your biscuits here. Come on down to Biscuitville, you hear? No vegetarian options that we could speak of at all. Not even fish at this place, at this biscuit stall. Just pork and ham and fucking chicken too. We make these biscuits just for you. Come on down to Biscuitville. We got your biscuits here. Come on down to Biscuitville. You hear?
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. So I was just kidding. Biscuitville just does not endorse that. And I just really wish they had some good vegetarian options there. They don't even have fish on that menu. Not to say that's vegetarian, but just saying, like, they don't even, some places they have a fish sandwich around here and stuff like that, but they don't even have a fish, I think, at Biscuitville. And hey, look, if you've ever dabbled in dairy, you know how good one of these southern biscuits can be. But I'm sure they're a vegan. Listen, Biscuitville could do what they want. I heard it's amazing from locals, and they're only open in like the morning and like maybe lunch, but that's it. I think they're closed by like 3 p.m. But I was inspired, and maybe hey, listen, Biscuitville, I could tone it down a bit. You know what I mean? Bump up the meat selections. I'm available. Whatever you want. So um, vegetables. Yeah, like I like vegetables. I love fake meat products. As a vegetarian, vegan, well, I might do honey here and there. Like I don't know how I feel about insects. No, I feel great about insects. I'm like I won't kill bugs. Mosquitoes, sure, of course. Um, I love the cruciferous vegetables. Okay, broccoli, kale. I want to say Brussels sprouts are in there. Love Brussels sprouts, roasted up nicely. You know what I mean? I like cauliflower. I like that stuff. It's almost like a sulfurous taste to it. I'll fuck with turnips if you want to go that direction. I like other vegetables, peas, carrots. I like them. Is it at the top of my list? Those vegetables? No, that's broccoli. You know what I mean? Kale, the leafy greens, chard. Um, you know what I mean? I don't know what are some other good meaty leafy greens? Kale, collards, chard. Sure, a salad is great. Put some corn in there. Put some sunflower seeds in there. You know what I mean? Celery, it's great. Is celery my favorite vegetable? No, but I like it. Give me the vegetables. Bring it on. Um, all right, let's. Some of these were taped, and then like I noticed like a booger in the video, or like it was a little too late at night. I mean, hey, it's late. I think it's ambitious to do an 11 p.m. Show because you never know. So we'll be back with some rants. We're gonna get into another a musical interlude here, and let's get into the weird music interlude. Here we go. I want to talk about the fucked up shit with corn. Okay, corn is awesome, of course. I mean, we all know that. When the white man came here to North America, the Western Europeans, okay, Um, they fucking raped and pillaged this land. They annihilated the people that were living here, the Native Americans, American Indians, um, and and what did the Indians give? You know, I feel like this is like in a Thanksgiving story or some shit. Like the three sisters, okay? Corn, beans, and squash. I believe that's what it is. And corn originally comes from Mexico, okay? And you know, like the three sisters, it's like it's sacred. Um, and we're in this Kali Yuga like nightmare realm. Shout out to Zeno. I feel like he's the first one that taught me about the Kali Yuga. So we live in this society where corn syrup is in everything. All right, you go to these other places. Oh, you go to fucking I don't Portugal or you know what I mean. Denmark or the Netherlands, you know, let's say, not to mention France or England. There's fucking sugar, you know, just sugar in the soda. I'm not endorsing soda here either, but I'm just saying it's like you got sugar in products. In the United States, it's all corn syrup. There's these massive corn subsidies. And so it's like, I don't know, just part of this like fucked upness that it's like the corn, it's like not, it's like the shitting upon, like, it's like evil, like folded into evil, like now like poisoning the people with the high fructose corn syrup, which is, you know, it's just not. I'm sorry, it's been a minute with me with the science. You could look in just Wikipedia high fructose corn syrup. It's like it's just like we don't metabolize it well. Like it's not good for us. You know what I mean? It's not working out. You know, but it's like we're gonna like corn, you know, but it twisted around. So I don't know if that was better rant than the taped one I had, but I don't know. In the taped one, I think I belched at one point, and I'm not trying to be, you know, too like Howard Stern with it here. You know, I think bodily functions on a broadcast, that's fine, you know, whatever. But all right, we're gonna come back with some more rants, but this is actually, I think what the next vid we have is an ad that I did for the town. Actually, I've been doing some you know, ad work like with Biscuitville, and this is like a Central Virginia tourism vid. So let's get right into that. Put us in full screen here. Let's do it.
It's a hot day in central VA, right up in the Blue Ridge Mountains in the Piedmont. I feel haunted by the sensation that there's no arts and cultures in this racist part of the nation.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They didn't no, that's funny. There's like a drinking game. Every time the host talks with the mute on, you take a sip, or you know, non-alcoholic beverages too, of course. Take a sip of your herbal tea. Cozy up with me on Old Dog and Zippy. Yeah, there's a lot of cows in this area. We talked a little bit about that last week. They are castrated. So it's just, again, it's like evil. It's like not only are those cows gonna be like slaughtered and everything, but it's like they've all been castrated. It's that dick end balls. I don't know. But it's just like they did something to those cows dingling to make the meat good. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like a crazy horror show for these cows. I mean, at least that cow was roaming about in a rugged looking field. You know, some of these cows, a lot of these cows, if you're just getting some, you know, meat from the Greek guys on the corner, not to single the Greek guys out, but just saying like, you know what I mean? If you're just getting some street souvlaki or whatever from any nationality vendor, it might be coming from an animal that's never seen the light of day. Unfortunately, Zeno sipping on the Nettles tea. That's fantastic. Awesome. Yeah. That's a great tea. A lot of medicinal properties. So maybe you want to comment further in the comment section. I'm loving the comment section today. That's just fantastic. All right, look. So I'm gonna get into this next thing. Just tell me what you think. All right, here's the next vid, and I'm gonna get we'll figure it out like with the like with the tech stuff. I'm the board op. I'm doing it all, but and I'm not the most savvy with the tech stuff, but I try. All right, so we're gonna go with this rant right now. Here we go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? We're back again here with another piece, and this one is going to be about the school system in NYC. Like, what the hell is going on? It's going to be a shit show. I was just in one of these meetings with different people, like a superintendent, principals, parents. It's going to be a shit show. Like, people, there's consensus, like it's not going to work. Like, your kid might go to like some qual school in one of the nice districts where you got a lot of parents who are contributing to the PTA and stuff like that. You got a lot of lots of programs at that school. Those schools get a lot more funding because they're like packed, like they're filled up, with students. You have other schools that are not performing as well, that don't have as many students. So they're getting less funding. They're already understaffed. Like, I just think the writing is on the wall with that stuff. There's certainly credibility to a second wave. I mean, guess nothing's for certain, but like the writing's certainly on the wall, like we've been here before as like a people, this country, and like you see the way things are going, what with the fall coming, like just it's not even like who's to say. It's like that's a real possibility. And you see how Major League Baseball, they just have rolling postponed games. Some teams just can't get their shit together, but like that's the MLB. They got millions of dollars. I don't mean to say it like that. Obviously, the Department of Education at NYC has millions of dollars too. But like, like the MLB just seems like a much kind of richer. Like they got the money. I mean, I don't know when it comes down to it. Like maybe, anyway, DOE has a lot of money, but there's like a lot of students. New York City is a huge place. MLB is only dealing with so many players and personnel, and they're testing all the time. Right now with the New York City schools, it doesn't seem like there's any kind of mandatory testing for the students. So I definitely feel like I know a lot of teachers who are reasonably freaked the fuck out about the whole thing, and seem, from my sense, and like I don't want to purport to like really understand completely how unions work, but you have seen teachers unions around the country striking at times. So it seems like something teachers could do. I think they care about their students. I think that's a genuine thing. So, I know the city, the state, the federal government needs to just throw a ton of dough at these problems. I mean, what's more important? Just making sure kids and their families stay safe. Obviously, there have to be contingencies. There's kids that need a place to go during the day. And, you have to have a plan in place for families who really need a place for the kids to be during the day. There's no other option. They have to be in some kind of care, a school. But, if that's not the case, if it's somewhat feasible, and this is here the whole issue, the problem with the way this federal government has responded to everything. It's like, you got to take care of the people. You can't have people out here. You got to make sure people are taken care of during this time. When people are unemployed, you got to take care of them. If people are working, maybe you need to give them some extra money for a nanny or some shit. I don't, you know what I mean? Like some kind of social distance daycare situation. Like, I don't know. Um, but it's effed up. And my take on it is like, I do think these teachers should strike. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Let me be wrong. Let me be wrong about the second one. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just listening to the medical doctors. And my point that I make, and I'm sorry if this is repeat information, but my point to people in whatever this is, Moronico, Virginia, and there's lots of lovely people here. Don't get me wrong, but for people that just don't believe because they don't know people, it's like, I'll just say it again. Like, I know medical doctors of the good fortune. I'm sure a lot of people know medical doctors. I don't know. I just happen to be from New York. It's like I know people that work in hospitals. There's doctors, there's administrators. And let me tell you something about those people. They're the most serious people, the people I know with hospital jobs. Everyone I know who works in a hospital, are very serious. They went right home to do their homework. No hanging out with me after school. You know what I mean? No, let alone 40s at lunch or something like that. That's crazy. These are the serious people. So I'm going to listen to them on that. And they were right about the first wave. You ask your medical doctor friends, they saw what was going on in China. It was intense. People could see. You could see what was going to happen. You just couldn't see that the United States was going to bungle it this bad. For what? It seems weird and bad news. Okay. Draft story. This is like a rough draft, this piece.
All right, it's a rough draft. It's like I tried. That's what I'm talking about. Those vids where maybe I'm a little too tired. Although I seem way higher energy in the start of that video. Yeah. So we'll still get into the Abrahamic religion stuff. I know I keep billing that. Next, we're gonna do an interesting interlude. But I do want to say, like, over here, like, I don't know, people, it's crazy. Like, people don't know people from the city. Maybe people who are in the cities, like, don't know how it is out here and stuff. But like, people, they really do think it's like a hoax and stuff. Like, there really are those kinds of attitudes. It's shocking. That's why I'm always just like, look, like, I'll be it's the crazy New Yorker, but like, I actually do know people at the hospitals and stuff. They're not, they're not crisis actors. They're not even actors. They're like these really serious people. All right. Well, this next vid, we're just gonna get into another one of these musical interludes and just exploring some of the nature and stuff. There's like some weird shit out here that you really don't see bug wise in New York City. So this is this. Here we go. All right. Oh man, I didn't mute there. I don't know if someone could tell me in the comments if there was like echo in that. I should have muted. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it gave it a weirder effect. Abrahamic religions, okay? Who is Abraham? But it's Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Um, you read the scripture, you know what I mean? At the core, it's like a peaceful thing, you know what I mean? Ten Commandments type stuff. These Abrahamic religions, of course, they all have the same deity. You know, it's Jehovah, if you will. That's like a Protestant way to say that name. You're not supposed to really say that the name of that deity. Um, the thing is, when you look at the Abrahamic religions, like at the fundamentalist level, it could get very problematic. Violence, hatred, um, like really bizarre stuff. One would even say like that at the extremes, kind of fundamentalist, traditionalist practice of these religions, like it's very almost like a cover for depravity or something like that. You see some of the crazy stuff that goes on behind the scenes at these supposedly, purportedly really religious entities that would have the rest of the people, who are practicing like a more chill uh, version, or like a reform version or something. They would say, no, no, we're the authorities. But then you have a lot of bad examples. I mean, we could get into it in the comment section, but the thing is, like, when you think about El, that's a term you've heard, El, Al, okay, that's the name of another deity. So at some point, I just want people to just like, yo, just look, take a step back, okay? Let's get real here. I hear my mom say, like, let's get real. Uh, you know, like the El is like the parent deity in the ancient Canaanite tradition. You get into like the ancient kingdom of Ugarit or something in modern day Syria. Like El is like the parent deity of Jehovah, along with others like Shalim, the god of the dusk, and Shachar, the god of dawn. So it's just like, let's just take you know what I mean? Let's just cool it. Like, your deity has a parent deity. Like, if you go back in time, you know what I mean? Before that name was appropriated, Beelzebub, Baal. Baal's like another deity. You know what I mean? Ball's not a demon. Ball's like a earth like a cool the harv. I don't know exactly about Ball, but like Ball's like loves you. You know what I mean? It's not a demon deity. And there are demon deities out there. And you get into the ancient world, and like there are these like gods of the earth. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just all about the sky god. You got the earth gods, like the vapors, the goddess, the serpent. So I'm just saying there's like a lot of cool stuff out there. And like, you just look at everything that's going wrong in our society with racism, sexism, all the myriad problems. You know, some goddess worship sounds great. That's another thing with the Abrahamic traditions, like at the fundamentalist level, it's all patriarchal. Not to say that Buddhism is not patriarchal or Hinduism is not patriarchal. I mean, that stuff's too, but I don't practice those religions either, but it's more, I like Buddhism. I mean, it's beautiful. The all oneness and stuff like that. We could talk more about that. I mean, I see we're just about out of time here, folks. It's been a real pleasure. So Old Dog and Zippy is here for what it's worth. And you all have each other out there in the world, and let's just hug ourselves if you're in a deep quarantine, and hug our loved ones, or anyone who's around. And just look forward to like the bacchanal that's going to happen, I guess, when all this is when we're through all this. But who knows? Maybe this is, you know what I mean? Like, we're in the terror zone for now. So peace and love, peace and love. I love you, and we'll play out. I'll play you out with the tunnel. So check us out on Old Dog and Zippy. You know what I mean. We'll be here every week at 11 p.m. Eastern, and right here every week. Come check us out. You want to get involved? Share in the comments. You know what I mean. Um, there'll be more good stuff. Peace and love. Peace and love.